Oh, that's right, gang. Oh, my. There it is. What do we got going on? Hey, well, I'll tell you what we got going on. We got your Friday Frapstravaganza. That's right. We're rolling the Frapstravaganza tonight for you on your Friday night. Yes, the 26th of February. My God.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, it is. And what a heck of a show we got for you tonight, of course. We've got some Obama news. We got shooting news. We got the IRS saying to Donald Trump, you can go ahead and release your tax returns, dumbass. It's fine with us. We don't care. That's right. Also, analysts are saying that it's either a Donald Trump win or an open convention today. Haven't I been saying that for 7 months now? Oh, I'm glad those analyzing experts have said that. Now I can rest easy and go to sleep.
Yes.
Also, in a story of an ex-Marine sniper tonight foiling an alleged murder for hire plots, and got some millennial news.
Yes.
It seems the millennials are just too damn lazy to do anything. Yeah, not even kidding. Also, Michigan is pursuing felony charges against lover lawmakers. That should be fun.
Yeah.
And there's 4 people suspected dead, of course, in Washington State after a shooting there today. Yeah, there it is. Wow, Washington State. I thought it was the home of sane people. Apparently not. No. Well, hey, gang, it is time. HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk, bringing it to you. That's right. It's time for your coffee and cigarettes Friday Frapstravaganza, and we've got it all for you tonight. So, hey, why don't you come on in and grab that cup?
Yes.
Have a seat and light one up.
Yes.
That's right, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is most certainly your coffee time. That's right. It is most certainly your coffee time. And, well, it's also my cigarette time. Much better. That's right. And Gilbert and George,
yes.
You guys need to shut up when I'm starting the show. That's right, gang. Welcome to your coffee and cigarettes Friday Frapstravaganza here on HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk, bringing it to you as always, of course. And tonight we got a heck of a good show.
Yes.
Even if I do say so.
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho. That's right. Now, in the booth tonight, pushing the buttons, making the show go as he always does, is the one, the only Mr. Biff Henderson.
Yes.
Formerly of CBS, A Late Show with David Letterman. He got laid off in the summertime, so we thought, hey, why not give him a shot? And, of course, he's pushing the buttons on that PreSonus 2442 digital broadcast mixer, finally furnished by the folks at PreSonus.com.
Yes.
And, hey, if you're into audio, whether it's analog or digital, whether you're an amateur or a professional, well, if you're a professional,
yes,
you probably already know. Get on over to PreSonus.com. Check out their wares. They are, after all, the best.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, of course, moving on tonight, this show is brought to you, as always, by the fine folks at Tim Hortons, New York City, with their fine locations across the city to serve your coffee and baked goods needs, serving it up to you always fresh. That's how they roll.
Yes.
Not even kidding.
Yeah.
And, of course, this show is partially brought to you tonight by the folks at Subway Restaurants, New York. Yes, if you've got a hankering for 12 inches of meat to be stuffed down your throat at 3 a.m., that's where you go. Well, okay, that's where I go.
Yes.
Yeah, Gilbert, I know you usually hit that alley on 42nd. Yeah. But anyway, get on over to Subway in New York City at one of their well over 150 locations across this city.
Yes.
God, you live in a big city when?
Yes.
Yeah. Gillette, Wyoming, we've got like 3 Subways. Actually, you know what? I'll bet you it's not even that.
Yes.
I'll bet you they got like 1.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'll bet serious money on that. Glenn, come on. What do you say? Let's lay some bucks down. Well, of course, I don't do the show alone.
Yes.
As you can hear the bird in the background. Yeah. Of course, the bird I'm speaking of is the one, the only Mr. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
But we'll get to him in a minute. That's right. First of all, joining us from the beautiful Mill Bay Film and Television Production Studios located in downtown Mill Bay, British Columbia, Canada, is the now retired but once great man.
Yeah.
Yes, he is, and yes, he was. Yes, of course, I'm speaking of the one, the only 35-time Academy Award nominated director, never won a single thing. Also talking about the 15-time Emmy nominated director for his work in television with Stephen J. Cannell Productions.
Yes.
I'm speaking of the one and only Mr. Louis Lawless, who in 1996 decided to retire and move back up to Canada.
Yes.
I don't know why. No, I have no idea exactly why he did that.
Yeah.
But anyway, he joins us every night. He is our first guest / co-host. Please put your hands together. A welcome him. And now that they've done that, Louis, are you there?
Wait a minute, I got lost. H-T-L-A. Oh, H-T-L-A. Hell is that?
That's your phone. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
My film, Unrepented, did very well in Europe.
That is the word on the street, yeah. And apparently, I don't know, there's some talk of Academy Awards.
We were 5 steps away from winning the Academy Award.
Right.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, Louis, it's great to have you here tonight, sir.
Oh, can we cuss? Can I cuss as I always do on the show?
You go right ahead. I think Biff's got you covered with that 20 or 2-minute delay.
Yes.
I think he can take care of all of your cussing needs. Of course, I have been wrong before.
Yes.
So we'll just have to see. But I the only thing I really need to know, sir, is that you're ready to go now.
You mean now?
Yes, sir. We're live.
No, I don't know. I got company. Give me a heads up for Christ. Yeah, but I don't want to sit on the air for 4 hours. Some guy called me when I was from here about Manson and wanted to keep me in your face. Just kept fucking talking. I said I finally had to just hang up from. In other words, if we can't say what we have to say in an hour, we better shut up.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Manson and Biff, you actually missed one there. Yeah. Well, at any rate, sir, it's great as always to have you, and absolutely couldn't be happier. Thank you for oh God, just everything.
Yes.
Yeah, just thank you, sir.
That was a mistake on my part.
Right. That's excellent. All right, let's move on.
Yes.
Moving on tonight, of course, our second guest / co-host.
Yes.
Yeah, it's him. Yes, the man who will not shut.
Yeah.
The man who wouldn't shut. Yes, the one, the only Mr. Gilbert Gottfried tonight. Put your hands together for him again, folks. Yeah. Well, you should be happy, Gilbert. I'm getting the folks to give you a clap today. Yeah. And no, not giving you the clap today.
Yes.
That's not what I was going to do there. But anyway, Gilbert, welcome to the show, sir.
Yes.
Always great to have you. And let's see now. There's something I'm forgetting, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh, right. I'm not going to ask you if you're ready. Seinfeld.
Hey, can I see your dick?
There you go. There you go.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
That's right, Louis. I'll test you in ways that you're not expecting. Yes, I will. But anyway, regardless, sir.
Yes.
Great to have you on the show again tonight, and appreciate it muchly.
Yes.
And now, Gilbert, if you would do the honors for Mr. Our third guest / co-host, that would be wonderful. As if people don't know who it is by that gay laugh. Right. Yes, of course, I'm speaking of the one, the only Mr. Oh, my. That's right. So go ahead, Gilbert. Go ahead and intro him, will you?
Is an actor, producer, director, voiceover artist, author, and activist. He's also a social media superstar with over 10 million Facebook and Twitter followers, and one of the most beloved figures in popular culture. He's appeared in hundreds of movies and TV shows, appearing alongside everyone from Cary Grant to Frank Sinatra to John Wayne. But he's best known for his role of the helmsman Hikaru Sulu on the legendary, groundbreaking series Star Trek. His new Broadway musical, Allegiance, is currently playing to sold-out houses at the Longacre Theater. Please welcome the man who the New York Post called...
Oh, come on. God, really? Okay, never mind. I'll do this myself. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome George Takei. And Gilbert, I said you did it well.
Yes.
I didn't say go on for an hour. Anyway, George, it's great to have you here, sir. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I think it's a treat to be here talking with you.
Well, we'll see how you feel in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
There's a lot of things that are coming in your near future, George, that you're not expecting. Yeah. So, that's for sure.
You know why, Chris? Because you're such a control freak. You don't want anyone to tell you what to do.
Actually, no, Louis, that's not entirely true.
Yeah.
No. Well, part, yeah. But all right, it's partially true.
Yes.
But it's not what I meant there when I was telling you. Anyway, George, tell the folks a little bit about yourself.
I'm George Takei, and when I'm walking down the street, people shout out, "Hey, Sulu!" So I'm no more as Sulu than as George Takei, which is what I really am.
Okay, can you repeat everything after "hey"?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well, George, the folks, of course, that 25 years old and younger.
Yes.
I guess, those are the millennials. They of course know you from Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah. What an achievement. But of course, why don't you tell folks where they might have known you from before, this great age of idiots.
I've done Star Trek, the series, and the movie series up to the 6th one.
Okay. I didn't see you acting with Picard. Oh, no. He's talking about the old series.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I remember now. Those were like, that was back in the war baby days.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm talking about the Second World War. A thing that the millennials don't have a clue what that is. What is that? What is that? I actually saw a hashtag on Twitter. I think it was just a couple of days ago.
Yes.
World War Who? Yeah, World War Who. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got something for that. Oh, Shia LaBeouf, I think we need some motivation here, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, so let's go to HTLA's correspondent there, Shia LaBeouf. Let's get motivated here, people.
Do it!
All right.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Yeah.
Just do it!
God.
Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
You got that right.
You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there.
No, we're there.
No, do it.
All right, man. Okay.
Just do it.
Okay. I
Yes,
got you.
you can.
Gotcha.
Just do it.
Yeah, we're good, I think now. Yeah. All right. So moving on.
I'm tired of starting over. Stop giving up.
Okay.
Yes.
We're not gonna give up. Never give up. Never surrender. That's right. And whatever the hell that noise is, I'm gonna kill it. Dun 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 dun. Have a nice day. Ah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that. What is that, Biff? Oh, it's people calling us on where? Oh, okay. Well, folks, this isn't a call-in show. Yeah. So we don't have the phone lines open tonight.
Yes.
Just because I never want to do
Yes.
that. and we don't. Okay. Apparently it's Google Plus.
Yes.
Folks are apparently trying to live nude cam me. Now. Okay. Well. Okay, folks. Whoever you are.
Yes.
I don't really care because I'm not picky.
Yes.
But we've kind of got a show to do right now.
Yes.
So yeah. No, I'm not talking to you.
Yes.
No. No, Gilbert, that wasn't an invite for you to come and nude cam me. No, that's right. No, it's for all those other folks out there. Yeah, we'll do that later.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't do that during the show. That can be well, I don't know. I get off topic.
Yes.
Is the grunting and the sweating.
Yes.
And then pretty soon you guys don't know what the hell to say. So anyway, let's move along with the old show here, shall we? Now, what is it that we've got going on? Oh, yes, that's right. Some stories.
Yeah.
Well, moving on in the stories tonight, first story up for bids is, of course, Obama news.
Yeah.
Yes, and Obama spoke today. Not really? We're going to do this all day? Yeah, okay. Excellent. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, Obama today, the mass shootings will dominate the news, or at least they should, he said. President Obama implored the media, of course, to pay more attention to mass shootings Friday, saying that, quote, the real tragedy is the degree to which this has become routine. Obama's remarks at a Florida battery factory were his first public remarks since the shooter opened fire in a lawnmower parts factory in Heston, Kansas, Thursday. That nobody else but us seemed to carry that story yesterday. Yeah. We'll figure that one. The killing spree, he killed 3 people and left 14 others wounded. Quote, I hope all of you pay attention to this. I hope the media pays attention to this. Once a week we have these shootings and it doesn't dominate the news. And that's got to change. Oh, yeah, let's have it dominate the news because it's so fun. Well, he said that today at an event in Jacksonville, Florida, intended to highlight the success of his 2009 economic stimulus plan. as long as I hold this office, I'm going to keep on bringing this up, even if it's not getting the attention that it should. And I wish I didn't have to keep on talking about it. Well, sir, you don't have to. And why are you trying to make this a thing? Lord knows I wish I didn't have to make these phone calls and comfort families, he said. Yeah, right, like you do that. He doesn't do that. What kind of crack is he smoking? Well, earlier, Obama called the Heston mayor, David Kaufman, while flying to Florida from Air Force One. The White House said the president offered his condolences for the victims and his gratitude for the off-duty police officer who was first on the scene and acted quickly to save lives. The Heston shooting, Obama noted, follows the Kalamazoo, Michigan rampage last week. Yeah, remember that one president, the one that was in all the headlines? Well, the media's got to focus on this more. Right. Well, these acts may not dominate in the news today, but these are two more communities in America that are torn apart by grief. And I thought it was important for me to say something today because somehow, as I've said before, this becomes routine. And we cannot let this become routine. Well, then stop talking about it. Well, it's not the first time Obama has challenged the news media to pay more attention to gun violence. After a shooting at an Oregon community college last October, he asked news organizations to tally up the number of Americans who've been killed through terrorist attacks over the last decade and the number of Americans who have been killed by gun violence and post those side by side in your news reports. Or another thing we could do, sir, is we could tally up all the deaths from, I don't know, terrorism and tally up those deaths and then tally up the deaths that Michelle Obama's school lunch menu have done. Yeah. Because, of course, as we all know, her lovely school menus would kill pretty much anybody. So, yeah, let's do that, and let's make that routine, sir. Well, he also said that he would speak out of every mass shooting from now on and pledged to politicize the issue until Congress passes gun control legislation. What would the gun control legislation be? Is that where you have to go and file for your license and pay for it?
Yes.
Right? Because, of course, all the people who get licensed
yes.
and follow the rules and the laws about gun control, they're not doing that. So who's he talking to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Use power. That's why power is corrupt, and it is. We see it every day. We see it in every job. It's the same thing.
That's true. That's true. Well, but no, there wasn't too much corruption when you were directing film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
You mean now?
No, sir, about 40 years ago. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't see that at all. But so okay, so Obama. Yeah,
yes.
What's the deal with this guy? Like, why is he so? Oh, well, we've got to bring more focus to this issue.
Yes.
Well, every major news agency across the board carried that yesterday, and they carried the Kalamazoo one, and they carried this.
Yeah.
What more talking is it you're looking for? You're just pissed because nobody in Congress listens to you. And yes, I mean not even the Democrats. God, idiot. Well, I don't know what the hell hit him in the head, but something did, and, well, the outcome is, as you already know, not good. So we'll just hope that somewhere over the next, I don't know, what's he got left, 9 months or something?
Yes.
Or somewhere over the 9 months there. Yeah, well, you'll get it figured out and get some help. Yeah. And of course, after you're done and you go teach at Columbia University.
Yes.
Well, you'll be their problem then. All righty. Well,
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Tell people exactly what I think.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, it's a thing. I've never had a problem yet.
Yes.
Every time I've done that, I guess. Well, it's kind of like Donald Trump.
Yes.
That everybody bitches about what he says.
Yes.
Actually, no, they don't. They bitch about how he says it. Of course, they don't bitch about what he says, because what he says, yeah, it's the truth. We need to. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Oh, you're a Hillary homo, are you? Well, that's okay, George. That's the beauty about this country. You can be a Hillary homo.
Yes.
You just can never have too many cigarettes. No. And we've had some. Well, no, I'm not going to say. No, they're not issues.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You want to hear the latest Spreaker update?
Yes.
Nothing. No. The individual, I guess, who has been assigned to handle us problem people, I guess is what we're.
Yeah.
That's what we're being referred to as now. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this gentleman's name is the Marco Pracucci. Marco Pracucci. Academia. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this because, damn, this is fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Marco. Yes, that was the suggested course of action over a month ago, and we used the new desktop studio software and experienced the same dropouts of our shows, and indeed increased static.
Yes.
And a higher rate of speed of dropout.
Yes.
Spreaker has told us before our connection is the problem. This is not the issue, as our station is utilizing New York's fastest fiber optic commercial broadband at 150 megabit per second downstream and a 50 megabit per second upstream. We feed other radio and television stations every day, including NBC, ABC, CBS in New York, as well as Fox 11. And the morning shows, of course, are absolutely stellar audio and video. This is simply not our connection being the issue.
Yes.
Spreaker has told us before it must be a Java or Flash error because we have maintained all Java and Flash software in our studio to the most updated versions and can do no more. If you rely on third-party offerings to sell broadcast accounts to clients, might I suggest ensuring that those third parties can deliver what they promise, as it only serves to make you look bad. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Yes.
Now, we stream daily to YouTube, Google+, Stitcher, 22 various other internet radio stations, and Fox New York, ABC, NBC, CBS, New York, with no issue whatsoever. Thank you very much. Per your behest, we will again try the desktop studio option, which, of course, we did last night.
Yes.
And I don't know if you've heard that chicken shit that is the track from yesterday. So we will try it again beginning today and sincerely hope that we see better results since the past time we tried. Now, what of our other issues? We have lost our Anchorman account, of course, at that special rate that you gave us because, of course, your third-party billing company, well, canceled the account, so now that's gone. Also, this needs to be addressed and rectified to our satisfaction immediately. I'd suggest a reinstatement of the Anchorman at no cost to us, and further, a minimum of 3 months extensions minimum for us to not only deal with all of the frustration and issues that this has caused with our sponsors and advertisers, but even moreover, sir, with our listeners. And add to that our extra expenses for labor costs and equipment to facilitate a good copy of our shows being edited and uploaded after the streams finish. Please advise on these issues moving forward, and we look forward to your response today. Nothing. And why would there be anything?
Yes.
They're in Italy. They don't care. Yes. Actually, it's probably our fault.
Yes.
Because we didn't know that Spreaker in Italian means stupid. Anyway, speaking of stupid, next story, Donald Trump. Actually, it's about Donald Trump, not from Donald Trump, oddly enough. Turns out the IRS says that, of course, he can release his tax returns regardless of an audit. It's his information. Yeah. Well, Donald Trump says he isn't releasing his tax returns yet because they're being audited, though the Internal Revenue Service today says that no barrier to disclosure exists. In a statement today, the IRS said that the federal privacy rules prohibit the agency from discussing federal tax matters, but of course, nothing prevents individuals from sharing their own tax information. Huh. All right. Well, Biff, go get my accounting folder. I'm going to share mine. Well, of course, while not citing Donald Trump by name, the IRS also disputed the businessman's suggestions that he is being audited for political reasons or because he is a Christian. The IRS stresses that audits of tax returns are based on the information contained on the taxpayer's return and underlying tax law and nothing else, the agency said. Politics and religion do not factor into anything we do at the IRS. The audit process is handled by a career, nonpartisan civil servant, and we have processes in place to safeguard the examination process. Well, when asked later on CNN about his audits, Trump said, well, maybe because of the fact that I'm a strong Christian and I feel strongly about it, maybe there's a bias. I'm not feeling as strong about Donald Trump as I once was.
Yes.
He's pulling, he's not a politician.
Yes.
But right there is a classic political swerve and miss. Now, there are many reasons why a taxpayer being audited might want to keep their tax returns private. However, Americans have come to expect that presidential candidates will disclose everything.
Yes.
Says Joseph Thorndike, actually, director of the Tax History Project and Tax Analysis, a leading provider of tax news and analysis. I'm sure a careful tax attorney would advise him not to disclose in the middle of an audit, of course, that Thorndike said of Trump, but an attorney would say not to disclose it anytime. So what's the deal?
Yeah.
Well, if Trump can't handle the difficult audit, he's running for the wrong job, says Thorndike, who has called for the New York City businessmen and other presidential candidates to disclose their tax returns. It's a willingness to say, I'm asking for your trust, and I'm willing to provide this information to earn your trust, says Thorndike. Wow. I wonder what Thorndike makes his kids do. Jesus. He probably like gets them to carve his initials in their arm or something. Truthfully,
yes.
Not that I'm siding with Donald Trump.
Yes.
But
yes.
I don't get this whole thing. I don't think that an individual's tax returns are anybody's business, period. I don't. And, you can't sit there and go, well, we have to make sure that Donald Trump can manage money. Hey, coconut head. It's already been proven and is public knowledge, of course, that Donald Trump can handle billions of dollars more than you are ever going to see. That's a no-brainer. So why be a moron and go, well, where's your tax return? See, that just makes everybody look stupid. And we don't want to look stupid, do we, America? Oh, wait, never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, moving on tonight, Massachusetts, a teen received at least 40 years in a rape death of a teacher today. Yeah. I know President Obama, I think more attention needs to be brought to this story. Oh, no, but Donald Trump's tax refund first. Yes. Are you kidding me? Just before we get into the story, I want to double check. George, you did send out the invitations today to everybody?
We sent out invitations to everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
I think Monday, let's do the RSVP thing. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Well, I realize, sir, it's a lot more work for you and Brad.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it in the long run.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Well, yeah, it's only polite, Louis. It's only polite. Yes, it's only polite, and that's what we're all about here at HTLA, and I can't stress that enough. Politeness is the absolute key to greatness.
Yes.
So, if I may, if you'd be so kind,
Yes,
as to allow me to move on to the next story, please. Yes, a Massachusetts teen was sentenced today to at least 40 years in prison for the 2013 rape and killing of his high school teacher, whose body was found discarded in a recycling bin in the woods. Investigators' first question, of course, in this entire case was, what is a recycling bin doing in the woods? Well, the sentence imposed on Philip Chisholm, 17, in Essex County, Massachusetts Superior Court in Salem came shortly after the victim's mother denounced the teen as someone who is, quote, pure evil. Well, Mom, guess what?
yes.
And she says he deserves a harsh sentence. The Boston Globe and other news outlets reported today. Judge David Lowy condemned Chisholm for the attack on Colleen Ritzer that took place in the second-floor girls' bathroom at Danvers High School on October 22nd, 2013. Colleen Ritzer lived a life of quiet heroism. The Globe... She's not a hero.
Yes.
Maybe how? I got beat up, raped, and killed in the bathroom. How am I a hero? Yes. Lowy is saying of the 24-year-old teacher, quote, the crashing waves of this tragedy will never end. Well, actually, Your Honor, from a scientific perspective, it's not a perpetual pool. Of course they'll end. Well, the judge went on to note that the teen was abused by his father, who was in and out of his life, but added prosecutors presented enough evidence to show Chisholm was legally sane when he attacked Ritzer after classes, the Globe reported. In pleading for a harsh sentence, the victim's mother, Peggy Ritzer, said in court, quote, he is pure evil.
Yeah.
And evil. can never be rehabilitated.
Yeah.
Well, Colleen will never get a second chance, and neither should he, the mother said. Well, that must have been quite the conversation.
Yes.
Hey, Mom, I'm on trial for this rape and death and dismemberment of this teacher. Can I have you as a character witness? I just love to be a fly on the wall there.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Well, it's what makes life worth living, Louis. If you didn't have that, well, what the hell do you got?
Yes.
Well, I want to do a couple of things now that we've knocked out all the stories for the first segment.
Yes.
Now I can get back to having some freaking fun.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Louis, if you're not having fun, the hell's life worth anyway? First of all, I want to say some shout-outs and Hayes and how-tos, of course, to the one, the only Phil DeYoung.
Yes.
Yeah, HTLA's correspondent there in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's got a great contribution to the show tonight, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to want to stick around for that. I'm going to get to that. When the hell am I getting that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So the end of the next segment.
Yes.
Yes, I'll be getting to the Millennials Love Fest.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Also, the one, the only Gene Costine.
Yes.
The third.
Yes.
Is he the third? Yeah, he's the third. No, I'm confusing with Charles Emerson Winchester. Is he? No. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Whatever. Yeah. Also, the one, the only a man from Dan Under. That's right. Daniel Ill is in the house tonight, as well as the one, the only HTLA's first lady, as always, the one, the only Devlon Crawford.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's have a round of applause for all them, shall we? Yeah. All righty. So we're going to do that, and now, before we move on, now we've got some extra time.
Yes.
And I didn't want to have to do this.
Yes.
But apparently Biff says I have no choice. Yeah. So, I apparently have no choice. So I guess what are we doing here then? Okay. All right. Yes, apparently the Dirty Bottom Boys. We're going to be doing a little recording session. So, Gilbert, you got your guitar?
Yes.
Ready to go? Good. All right.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Yeah. Well, you ready to go?
You mean now?
Yes, sir. We're gonna play. You're sitting at your drums there. Yeah?
That was a mistake on my part.
Well, okay, but you're ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
You know how to spell my last name on the check, right? It's Louis Lawler.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay. Let me. I'll get a little something to drink here. Yeah. No, I don't have time. Okay. Fine. Sure. Okay. Thanks, Biff. Have a nice day. Well, it's the Friday show, so
yes.
We've got to do more singing than usual. Of course, we've got all of our other great hits.
Yes.
But apparently we've been cited that we have to do, we have to keep doing new songs.
Yes.
We have to stay fresh on the top 40. So, yeah, okay. All right. So he says he's good to go, and we're going to be taking this in the key of, B?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right. That'll Be the Day, originally by Buddy Holly.
Yes.
All right, well, good luck. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye, yeah, that'll be the day when you make me cry, yeah, say you're gonna leave me, it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die.
your turtle doving, all your hugs and kisses, and your money too. Well, you know, baby, still you left, tell me maybe that someday I'll be through. Oh, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day when you make me cry. Yeah. Don't leave me, you know this is like us. That'll be the day when I die.
Yes.
All right, take it, Gilbert, babies. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day when you make me cry. Yeah. Don't leave me, you know this is like us. That'll be the day when I die. Well, I call you Cupid, shot the star, he shot it at your heart. So I never get to leave you. You say you hold me, and you tell me boldly that someday, well, I'll be through. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day when you make me cry.
Yes.
Ain't gonna leave, you know it's like us. That'll be the day when I die. Well, that'll be the day.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be the day.
Oh, my.
That'll be the day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that'll be the day.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I kind of don't think that's our style. I don't think that's our style. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me. All right. Before you accuse me, gents. Yeah.
Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself.
Yes.
Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself.
Nah, this ain't working, man.
You say I've been spending my money on other women.
Well, yeah, you're damn right about that.
I called your mama 3 or 4 nights ago. Yes, I did, Gilbert. I called your mama 3 or 4 nights ago. Your mama said, son, don't call my daughter no more, yo. Before you accuse me,
Yes.
take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. You say I'm spending my money on other women. You're taking money from somebody else, you filthy bitch. Oh, come on, Gilbert, play me some serious, sexy stuff.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
I know. Oh, Devlon says, let's try Elvis. Yeah.
Come on back home, baby. Try my love one more time.
Yes.
I say, come on back home, baby. Try my love one more time. You know I don't go on and quit you, baby. I'm just gonna lose my mind. Come on, yeah. I'm feeling fat and black. Back away, yeah.
Hey, this is good, man. I got the biffs to dancing. Yeah.
You know how to spell my last name on the check, right? It's Louis Lawler.
I'll get you a check, Louis. You hold on to your butt.
Yes.
Before you accuse me, well, take a look at yourself, Louis. Before you accuse me, well, take a look at yourself there, Louis. You're just hanging around and drinking and carousing. You're taking money off someone else for your stupid movie. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You come down to the 1,000 Years of Jazz and Blues Club in Encino, California. We're coming down here tonight. We're going to bring it to you. It's the Friday Frapstravaganza, motherfuckers. Better go see Loretta down there at the back. She's got all the drink specials. Have yourself some fun, babies. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Well, I don't know about you, but yeah, I think that's the kind of stuff that the Dirty Bottom Boys are known for.
Yes.
You know, don't get us to stretch and do these other things, Biff.
Yes.
He says we're supposed to do On the Road Again. Okay, so he says we're going to do On the Road Again.
Yes.
Willie Nelson style.
Yes.
And then we're going for our 2-minute commercial break. And when we come back, of course, your traffic update with the one, the only Brock Favors.
Yes.
Of course, Dick Gently with your weather.
Yes.
And, of course, another fine edition, a classic edition, if you will.
Yes.
Of Lyrical Playhouse.
Yeah.
Well, it's too bad you're not singing, George. It's fun lubricating your throat.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Yeah, but only with girls. I'm good at lubricating their throats. But okay, all right. He wants us to do it. We'll do it. We'll try it. Whatever. I think personally, Biff, you're going a little bit off the known universe of musical universe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. But what the hell? Fine. I'll sing like Willie Nelson for $5. I don't care.
Yes.
All right. Anytime you're ready, I'm good. Yeah. Ready? All right. Good.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's hit it. On the road again.
Yes.
I just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. In our way. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends and running away from the IRS. Oh, come on, George, now play it now. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that we keep the world keep on turning our way. My way. On the road again, I
just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on that road again. On getting that road again. Get the hell out of here. The IRS is coming.
There you go, Biff. You got it. Now leave me alone. Right. Yes, that's right. He's leaving us alone. Good. All right. Well, hey, gang, don't worry. We got a whole bunch more coming for you. Yeah, that's right. This is just the first part of the embarrassing 3 hours.
Yes.
That's right. So when we come back, we're going to have, as aforementioned, the traffic update, of course, your weather, and the Lyrical Playhouse. And, yeah, go get yourself some more coffee, more smokes, whatever the hell you're doing, and we'll be back in just 2.
You're listening to Coffee and Cigarettes with Christopher John Taylor, a.k.a. Crash. Jesus. Only Crash. Jesus. Crash? Jesus? Crash. Jesus. Only on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
What if there was a coffee that was sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions, abundant with rich, fertile soil? What if this coffee was picked at the perfect moment, then packed meticulously and shipped carefully to be roasted under the watchful eye of coffee masters? What if it was expertly blended, ground, and sealed, ensuring maximum flavor and freshness, then brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it? Now, what if this coffee just happened to be the coffee you already know and love? Tim Hortons, always fresh, always great tasting coffee.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful.
A broom closet.
But the best part was the shower. My wife drying herself in the Egyptian cotton towels.
Shower curtain.
Defined the whole vacation for her.
Don't just visit New York.
Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Batten down your glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum, 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
I love the new turkey and bacon guacamole on Italian bread.
Sure thing.
Oven roasted turkey. Oh, so crispy bacon. Blended perfectly with guacamole made from Haas avocados. Just a hint of jalapeno. It truly is heaven on Italian bread.
So you've had it before?
Yeah. A couple of times.
What he's having.
Fall in love with the big-time flavor of the new Subway Turkey and Bacon Guacamole. All your favorites in one amazing sandwich. Subway, eat fresh.
A recent study shows that blind people are having a hard time hearing the all-new electric cars like the Nissan Leaf and the Chevy Volt. As a result, the blind run the risk of being run over while attempting to cross the street.
That's horrible.
Yes, it is. And you don't want to kill blind people, do you?
No, I bought my car to help save the planet.
But now you're killing blind people.
Well, not yet I haven't. I just wanted to save the squirrels.
Well, given a choice, what would you rather run over? A blind person or a squirrel?
Well, a squirrel, I suppose.
Well, then forget that electric car. Go buy a big, noisy, gas-guzzling SUV so those blind people can hear you coming. Screw the squirrels.
I'm going out to buy one right now.
This message brought to you by SUVs to Save the Blind. You're listening to Coffee
They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
and Cigarettes.
Share my cigarette with her. Yeah, I fucked her every Wednesday evening.
With Christopher John Taylor, a.k.a. Crash Jesus. Only on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions, so they've got to find those extra cups to fill. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
Yeah, that's where you get on the phone and tells you, like, we'll be there in, 5 minutes or 3.5 minutes, and you see exactly on a map where the car is. That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go, George. That was your entire history of Uber. Wow.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Actually, Louis, that wasn't me.
Yes.
That was Gilbert Godfrey.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a mistake on my part.
Well, it's okay. Just try and stay awake. Yeah. It's all right.
That's the famous story about Jerry Lee Lewis. You heard that story, haven't you?
Yeah.
Sitting behind his desk at Paramount, talking with big executives and TV people, and all of a sudden the chick pops up underneath, wipes off her mouth, and walks out the door, and Jerry doesn't have an eye.
Oh, it's just all about the business. Yeah. Thank you so much for that.
I lived in Greenwich Village for a while when I first started out as an actor.
Well, you don't say. Really? That was what, 1962?
Yes.
Something like that. Wasn't it about then?
And I finally figured out how to edit.
No, you're better than Obama at changing the subject. What'd you do on the weekend, Louis? Anything?
I nearly got kicked out of a theater. I can't remember what I saw about 2 weeks ago because I was booing and screaming.
Ah. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
No, I know. It's weird. He's really starting to get dangerous out in the public. Yeah. Well, hey, gang, welcome back to the big show, HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk.
Yes.
And, well, in Gilbert's case, New York's best squawk. Of course, New York's best talk, bringing it to you tonight. Yes, the one, the only Coffee and Cigarettes with Crash right here, right now, coming in for the second hour. That's right. And, of course, it's brought to you by the fine folks, Tim Hortons, New York City.
Yes.
They're just there to fulfill all of your coffee and baked goods fantasies. Yeah. Actually, I was down there. What was it, yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday I was in the Tim Hortons there in Times Square. Yeah. And I said to the girl,
yes,
I said, hey, we've got this thing, you guys, you do the donuts and baked goods.
Yes.
We used to have these things back in Victoria called sausage rolls. And of course, I said to her, well, I know you don't technically, I'm not sure if you're legally allowed to handle meat. But I said, is there a possibility we could get some sausage rolls in? And she actually looked at me and blinked a couple of times.
Yes.
And she said, in me? See, that's the difference between girls in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Yes.
And girls in New York City.
Yes.
Because, of course, had my response been to the affirmative of wanting to put sausage rolls in her, that in Victoria, BC,
Yes.
I would have got smacked in the head. In New York, though, the common response back to that, of course, would have been, okay, $100. Yeah, sausage rolls. So,
Yes.
so I said, do you think we could maybe get these in as a trial snack?
Yeah.
She says, well, let me ask my manager.
Yes.
So she goes to the back and brings out this kid who's 17 years old. Little kid, the manager of the Times Square, New York, Tim Hortons.
Yes.
Little Tommy. I know. Crazy stuff. But yeah, this guy was like top of his class at MIT or something. So anyway, he comes out.
Yes.
And I'm explaining to him, he's looking at me like I'm from Mars because he doesn't know what the hell a sausage roll is.
Yes.
I'm like, really? He's like, do we look like we have a borough called Little England here? Forget about it. Get out of here. Go away, Daddy-O. You're bothering me. Anyway, so here I am like an ass at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Explaining to this guy what the hell a sausage roll is.
Yes.
Showing him pictures on Twitter what they look like.
Yes.
I'm like, God, it's not rocket science here. It's just a question. If you don't want to or you can't or whatever, just say no. I was there for an hour and a half. Ended up on the phone with head office.
Yes.
And I was talking to this nice girl, Danielle, who's her name.
Yes.
and at least she sounded like she was, maybe 30. Danielle, if you're listening, you sounded like you're maybe 22. Anyway, I'm explaining to her.
Yes.
I've got links we're sending out to
Yes.
her. We're tweeting her where the hell to go to research this.
Yes.
Go through all of this nightmare.
Yes.
And I even tell them, I'm like, the Dutch Bakery on Fort Street in Victoria, BC.
Yes.
I said, you call up, ask for Rosie. She's been there for like 59 years. Rosie or her daughter, Sarah, who works there as well.
Yes.
Either one of those will just, give them your email address. They'll give you the recipe for it.
Yes.
And Bob's your uncle. Away you go. Yeah. Right? Anyway, after all of this, and she takes all my information and my name and HTLA and yada yada. Takes all of this. I kind of felt like, I don't know, Donald Trump getting audited. So anyway, I get through all of this stuff.
Yes.
An hour and a half down the road, I could have been gone. Finally get through all this stuff with Danielle, and you know what she says to me?
Yes.
Well, okay, I've got all this information now. I'm going to put this through to our corporate headquarters. I said, wait a minute.
Yes.
Isn't this corporate headquarters?
Yes.
She's like, oh, no, this is head office. I said, okay, well, isn't that the office where the heads are? Yeah. No. She says, no, we have the head office here downtown.
Yes.
But then, of course, we have the corporate head office at 58th floor, Trump Towers. Oh. So anyway, so what she says she's doing is she's sending off the request to the corporates up in the lofty cloud-filled room.
Yeah.
And we'll have an answer back somewhere in the next 4 to 6 years. So there you go, New York. If at any time in the next 4 to 6 years, if Tim Hortons starts offering sausage rolls, you know where to come to thank. Yeah, right there. Anyway, welcome back to the show tonight. Your Coffee and Cigarettes Friday Frapstravaganza. That's right.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Getting the corporate runaround or announcing the show title?
Yes.
That was a mistake on my part.
Okay, but never mind. Never mind. Well, welcome back to the show, of course. We're kicking around here with Louie and Gilbert and George Takei, of course, and we're having a whole bunch of fun. Don't worry, more hits from the Dirty Bottom Boys coming at you.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm on lead vocals. Gilbert is on lead guitar.
Yes.
George is on the bass, and Louie is, of course, the drummer. All kinds of more fun there, don't we, Biff?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on tonight, of course, it is time to go and check in with Brock Favors and HTLA Chopper 1.
Yes.
Giving you your traffic update for tonight. So let's get to it. Brock.
Live from HTLA, New York, your traffic update with Brock Favors.
Hello, everybody out there. This is Brock Favors with Traffic on the Ones. Chad Armstrong is out sick today, so I am filling in for my usual land reports, and I'm up here in the chopper, but I gotta tell you guys, I am loving the view. Oh my God! Oh, no, stop! Oh! Woo!
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we are over the 10. It is massively clogged down there like a pint of maple syrup on a cool November morning. And we do, oh, goddamn, we're gonna die in this mother. Oh my God! Woo! 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 Okay. Okay, I am very sorry, folks. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride up here. We are now approaching the 405, where the left lane is blocked by a mattress. So somebody is going to be doing a little return to IKEA later today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, please! Oh, goddamn! Oh, get me out this motherfucking death machine right now! Oh, no, black people! We ain't meant to be in this guy, man! Oh, mama, help me, mother! But a 405 is up right now. Ain't nobody going down this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, folks.
All right, Biff. Well, maybe we'll check in with you later. He sounds like he's having a little bit of a crises, something like that. Anyway, yeah, things are looking good over the 10.
Yes.
The 405.
Yes.
I thought we was looking around the 80 and the 380 and
yes.
Oh no, they're over LA. The hell are they doing over there? Don't they know we're in New York?
Yes.
No, whatever. Leno.
So I read somewhere that you have a dick. Can you show it to me?
Yes. Yes. Oh. There you go.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
What, test to see if you're still awake?
Yeah.
Yes, I do that all the time. Louie!
That was a mistake on my part.
See?
Yes.
No, just making sure Gilbert is with the program.
Yes.
And you can never be too sure about Gilbert. No, really, ever. You can't. You just can't. All right, Brock's lovely traffic update was brought to you by the fine folks at Gain Laundry Detergent. Now, and it is time now to move right along over to HTLA Weather Center, right to our man in the know, of course, HTLA meteorologist extraordinaire, the one, the only Dick Gently, with your weather outlook for this week. Dick, take it away.
We had beautiful weather here for this weekend, mostly sunny skies and highs in the upper 80s. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy, mild, with those temperatures dropping down into the mid 70s. Now, we've got some big changes here for the upcoming work week. Starting tomorrow, we're going to have a volcanic eruption right near Charlottesville, and it's going to make things rather toasty across the area. We're going to see lava spill out into central Virginia, and Make temperatures in Richmond at 350 degrees, Fredericksburg at 345, Charlottesville, the hot spot, at 400. Not as hot off towards the Tidewater. A little bit more comfortable with highs near 100 degrees. The reason why, we're going to have tidal waves moving in ahead of this. A global superstorm developing off towards the Atlantic Ocean. This thing is headed our way, but the key to the forecast, right before this thing makes landfall, it is going to be deflected by Godzilla. Now, a lot can change between now and then. We're looking at the latest data. We'll continue to bring you the very latest. I do want to encourage you, though, that if you ever do see a sleeping coyote, do not wake it. Bad idea. Okay, here's the forecast. Volcano 350 there for Monday. Global superstorm on Tuesday. We could see maybe about 200 inches of rainfall, wind gusts up to 1,000 miles an hour. Godzilla Wednesday, I'll be honest, I have no idea what's going to happen on that day. After that, though, how about this to finish off the work week? Low humidity, lots of sunshine, with highs in the upper 80s heading into next weekend.
That's awesome. Thank you, Dick. You know, I just I got to say, I just absolutely love Dick's weather outlooks.
Yes.
That they're it seems like no matter how bad it gets through the week,
yes,
the weekend's always bright and sunny. Yeah? And of course, our weather segment was brought to you by the fine folks at JG Wentworth.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now. It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
Hey, shut the fuck up! It's your money. Use it when you need it.
That's right, JG Wentworth. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Yeah. Well, moving on tonight, of course, it is time for the Lyrical Playhouse.
Yes.
That's, of course, where, well, I take one of your top 40 songs this week.
Yes.
And to a little bit of, well, I guess, theatrical accompaniment.
Yeah.
I will act the lyrics of your favorite top 40 songs. And tonight we're very proud and pleased to present.
Yes.
Finally, because it's she's down to number 14 on the charts this week.
Yeah.
Yes. Finally, we're able. We've been through Justin Bieber.
Yes.
We've been through Adele.
Yes.
We've been through the guys who couldn't afford the N in their name.
Yes.
Flo Rida.
Yeah.
We've been through all these idiots. Selena Gomez, too. Yeah, I should have remembered that one. She's naked. Selena Gomez. Well, now tonight,
yes.
Finally, I have finally done it. Yes, I have achieved glorious, ecstatic fulfillment.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just warming up.
Yes.
We finally achieved a Taylor Swift song. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's Lyrical Playhouse will be Taylor Swift and Wildest Dreams. So, anytime you're ready, Biff Meister.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, HTLA Radio 1, New York's Best Talk, proudly presents Lyrical Playhouse with your host, the astonishingly good-looking and sexy Christopher Crash Jesus Taylor.
Yeah.
He said, "Let's get out of this town. Drive out of the city away from the crowds. I thought heaven can't help me now. Nothing lasts forever, but this is going to take me down. He's so tall, so handsome as hell. He's so bad, but he does it so well. I can see the end as it begins. My one condition is Say you'll remember me standing in the nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again. Even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Oh, wildest dreams. Oh, I said no one has to know what we do. His hands are in my hair. His clothes are in my room. And his voice is a familiar sound. Nothing lasts forever, but this is getting good now. He's so tall and handsome as hell. He's so bad, but he does it so well. And when we've had our very last kiss, my last request is, say you'll remember me standing in the nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Oh, wildest dreams. Oh, You see me in hindsight, tangled up with you all night, burning it down. Someday when you leave me, I bet these memories follow you around. You'll see me in hindsight, tangled up with you all night, burning it down. Someday when you leave me, someday I bet these memories follow you around. Say, you'll remember me standing in a nice dress, staring at that sunset, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just pretend. Say you'll remember me standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Even if it's just your first, just pretend wildest dreams. Ooh, your wildest dreams. Ooh, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Ooh, in your wildest dreams. My goodness, I've got to say that was exciting.
Yes.
Did you feel that I really conveyed the moment, Louis? Yeah?
That was a mistake on my part.
All right. Yeah. Well, I only had 2 years of your acting classes.
Yes.
So. I guess one can only be truly good as one's master.
Which woman are you married to or living with now? The same one? The mother of the daughter, or was it a boy?
My God! See how he changes the subject. Yeah. Well, before we move on with the rest of the segment tonight, of course, I want to do some shout outs to Gummy Bear. Yeah. Also, let's hear from those kids that we never feed, clothe, or do anything else with. Yeah, there we go. Good to see you, kids. But now it is 10:23 p.m. Eastern bedtime. Yeah, I know. That's right, kids. Well, you get all tucked in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, Biff, Jimmy needs his Zuki.
Yeah.
There you go. Where's Susie's Hello Kitty doll? You got okay. All right, good. All right. So you kids all tucked in, everything's good, yeah?
Yes.
Geez, we should really have Morgan Freeman back to read them a bedtime story. Yeah, I think we should do that. Let's see, but for now, do we have any nice bedtime stories? No. Shia, do you want to read them a story?
Do it!
Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, okay, that's fine. Well, I guess if we can't do that, we're going to have to do something else for you kids. How would you like good old Uncle Crash to, I don't know, sing you some Blueberry Hill with Gilbert? All right, well, we got to sing the kids to sleep, and when we're done that, we'll get into the stories that matter to you. of course, we got time for just one more, don't we? Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Fats Domino, bitches. Yeah. Louis Armstrong.
I found my thrill.
Go to sleep, kids.
And Blueberry Hill. When I found you, a moon stood still on Blueberry Hill. It lingered until
Yes.
my dreams came true. That's right, kids. Sing it, baby. The wind in the willow place, the sweet melody. But all of those vows we made were never to be. Oh, yeah, baby. No, we're apart. You're part of me still. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. For you were my thrill. On Blueberry Hill. The wind in the willow place, love's sweet melody.
Yes.
But all of those vows we made were never to be.
Yes.
Though we're apart.
Yes.
You part of me still. Oh, you were my thrill. On Blueberry Hill.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, that was a lot of noise. Kids, are you asleep? Damn. Look at that. Work like a hot damn. All right.
Yeah.
Good job, boys. And well done. All right, now let's move on. What do we got to do? Oh, right. Yes, stories. We do tell stories from time to time.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we could have done. We could have told the story of the guy who got 40 years for the rape and death of that teacher. Oh, well, too late now. They're sleeping. Yeah. All right. It's all right. Whatever. What are we going to do? Moving along. Yeah, there it is. Mm-hmm. It's so quiet now.
Yes.
I love it. Well, moving on tonight, of course, in the stories that, of course, matter to you. Well, apparently, analysts are saying that it's either a Donald Trump win or it's going to be an open convention.
Yeah.
I've been saying it's a Donald Trump win for 7 months. What do I get? What do I win? Well, in Houston, Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz are ratcheting up their attacks on the Republican frontrunner Donald Trump. But many political professionals wonder whether it's, well, just too late. At this point, the analysts have said the odds are for the race for the GOP nomination, of course, has only really two outcomes. It's either Donald Trump securing the majority or there will be a contested convention. That's our conclusion after doing some back-of-envelope math, looking ahead to Super Tuesday and the winner take all March 15 contests. Well, the New York Times notes that Marco Rubio could challenge Trump in the delegate numbers, even if he loses every state in Tuesday's contest, but finishes high enough still. Cruz, who is tied with Rubio for second in delegates, according to some estimates, could get back in the game with wins in his home of Canada. And a few other southern states on Tuesday. That window closes, however, March 15th, the day that winner-take-all contests start. If Mr. Rubio can't hold his own in those states, Illinois, Ohio, Florida, Missouri, and North Carolina, it will become extremely difficult for him to finish the primary season with a lead in pledged delegates, the Times reports. His more realistic strategy would then be deny Mr. Trump a majority and hope to win at a contested convention. Well, that just kind of sucks, but okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I got to qualify that. I meant it sucks for Rubio and Cruz. Well, moving on tonight, of course, we've already brought you stories of rape and murder. Yeah. Well, now let's bring you a little bit of good news. And, of course, the good news comes from an ex-Marine sniper that foils an alleged murder-for-hire plot.
Yes.
Well, a Marine veteran known for an embarrassing wartime controversy is being credited with helping police in Tennessee stop his fiancee's alleged plan to hire a hitman to kill her ex-boyfriend. Joseph Chamblin, a former scout sniper whose military career came to an end after a video surfaced showing him and other Marines urinating on enemy corpses. What the hell's wrong with that? I'd be taking dumps. Well, he tipped off law enforcement in Kingston, Tennessee, that his fiancée, Laura Ann Buckingham, had allegedly repeatedly asked for his help in making her ex, quote, go away. Well, according to the Knoxville News Sentinel, reached by phone today, Champlin, of course, denied to comment on the ongoing investigation, but told the Marine Corps Times that he and Buckingham had been together since April. And, well, she's a good girl. She does the bum sex. Well, Buckingham was arrested Wednesday evening on a warrant for criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder of her former boyfriend, Bradley Sutherland, according to a joint press release out by the Roane County Sheriff's Office and the 9th District Attorney General's Office. It's too bad, too. This girl is sweet. Well, Buckingham allegedly paid an undercover agent with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to kill Sutherland, who lives in New Albany, Indiana, the Sentinel reported. The two have a 3-year-old son together, according to the Sheriff's Office release. Oh, isn't that nice? Chamblin, who shared a home with Buckingham, became concerned after she allegedly asked him about killing Sutherland several times. She stated to him that since he was in the military, maybe he had some friends that could go do this for him. A police incident report states, according to the Sentinel. Worried about his children's safety, Chamblin recorded Buckingham allegedly asking him about how to arrange Sutherland's murder. He then gave the recordings to law enforcement officials who, well, they initiated an investigation that led to Buckingham's arrest, of course. And as a Marine Staff Sergeant, Chamblin served as a scout sniper platoon commander during a 2011 deployment to Afghanistan's Helmand province. The snipers were on a patrol on July 27th, 2011, when Chamblin and 3 other Marines filmed themselves urinating on Taliban corpses. And again, I got to say it. So what? I'd poop on them. Hell, you know, now that I think about it,
yes.
You know, if given half the chance,
yes,
I'm sure I would have thought many, many other ways to desecrate those bodies. Actually, one of the things that comes to me right off the top of my head.
Yes.
Come the next prayer time, you know, when you're supposed to face east to Mecca.
Yes.
Of course, I'd face them the exact opposite way. No, I'd set them upright.
Yes.
You know, I'd put them on their knees on their little prayer mats and stuff with their heads down.
Yes.
And, you know, just, well, they're dead, so you want to keep them upright so they don't fall over. So I'd stick a bike up their butt.
Yes.
Hey, I think I just solved a problem at a bunch of American universities. We could use the Muslims as bike racks. Yeah, every Muslim gets a bike up the butt.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And it goes towards Obama's clean air plan. Well, you know, it does, because if more students would ride their bike to university,
yes,
you know, we wouldn't have half the problem we do with the yeah, come on, it's a good idea. Well, the incident received international condemnation when the video, of course, surfaced online in January of 2012. Shamblin later faced a special court-martial and lost a rank. He left the Marine Corps as a sergeant in 2013. He told the Marine Corps Times in October of 2013 interview that he didn't see anything wrong with his actions in Afghanistan and, quote, would do it again. Well, don't worry, Shamblin. I stand with you. Quote, they were insurgents, they had weapons, and they were trying to kill us, Chamblin said. Some guys were making IEDs and trying to kill Marines. If they could get over here, they would cut off the heads of everybody in this room right now. That's how they are. And you know what? I won that day, and they didn't. Suck it.
Yes.
Well, on Thursday, Shamblin petitioned an order of protection against Buckingham, who is currently in Roane County Jail. Her bond is set at $150,000. She's a nice piece of ass.
Yes.
But nobody's going to bail her out. Well, if she makes bond some way, and I and my children will be in danger of any repercussions, he stated in an affidavit. According to the Sentinel, she has threatened me in the past. Well, come on, son. You're a Marine. Don't be pussying out now. God. Just don't do it. I don't get some people.
Yes.
This is war, America. You know? Well, I just don't understand the whole ideology behind that. I mean, why is that so atrocious?
Yes.
It's okay to kill them, but God, whatever you do, don't pee on them.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
No, I know, George. It's just the same thing. God, you homosexual guys do stuff more disgusting than that. You know. What's the problem? Well, I don't understand. But, I mean, that's just me. What the hell am I going to do? Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Whatever. Now, maybe I just understand war psychology.
Yes.
Maybe that's it. I don't know. But it seems completely on the up and up to me. We'll move it along tonight. Of course, Biff has cleared off some more time now.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, don't let your fingers bleed on that guitar, Gilbert.
Yes.
All right. So what are we doing now, oh hotshot Biffster?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you got the sheet music, Gilbert.
Yes.
Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yes.
But not the Guns N' Roses version. No, he wants the Bob Dylan version. God. You don't want much, do you, Biff? I mean, God, what's next? Really? Seriously. All right, well. How do I get my drugs on? How do I get my And I have to somehow backwards teach myself to unlearn words.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. You ready? Okay. He says he's ready.
Yes.
Gilbert, George, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
Well, okay. But are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I did not sleep with him.
Oh, I know. Louie's ready to go.
That was a mistake on my part.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
All right, well, strike it up, boys. Let's do it.
Yes.
I'm gonna take advantage of me. I can't use it anymore. Skin down to die see. Here I'm knocking on the door.
Yes.
Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. I'm gonna put my guns to the ground. I can't shoot anymore. That long black crown is coming down. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Yeah. Knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Knocking on heaven's door. I'm feeling good. Knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, knocking on heaven's door.
Yes.
Knocking, baby, down my door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking.
How was that for Dylan? Yeah. Oh, my God. I got Dylan in my throat. Yeah.
I did not sleep with him.
Okay. All right. All right. Sure.
I'd like to sing about a song about something people in Woodstock in the county market.
Yes.
It's like Dylan went to like the Keith Richards School for Speech Therapy. Yeah. Well, that was good. Thank you very much, Not. Oh my God, that's a. I got a little Dylan in there. Yeah.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
No, not
You
that.
put your name up there and dress in different stuff. So fantastic. If I can be of any help, let me know. So what's the email address?
You want to help? You're the drummer. You got to keep them on current events, Louis. you just got to keep it up because yeah.
That was a mistake on my part.
Well, don't let it happen again. And indeed, this time maybe try and learn a little bit from it. Just kind of think a little. Something like that. Thinking, learning. What is that I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, yeah. No. Yeah.
That was a mistake on my part.
Yes, sir. We know. All right.
Mr. T would be proud of you.
Oh, I don't know. I think he'd be proud of you and your drumming. Yeah. I think he got that down.
The music is fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, we didn't write that, though.
Yes.
No, that's what we call in the music business, Louis, a cover tune. Yeah. Just, yeah.
You mean now?
We just did it, Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, apparently now Biff says he's got another one. Now, how about this, Biff? How about we roll out of here before the second commercial break with some cocaine? Yeah, we'll do whatever your other one is there later. Well, yeah. Okay. All right. What do you know? See, look at that. A black man and a white man working together. There it is. It's kind of stuff I'm talking about right there, babies. That's what that is affirmative action at its finest. Right there. We're working together. Okay, good man. Good man. Yeah, so roll the cocaine, then we'll go for a commercial break. When we come back, of course, we have your mailbag with George Takei, the segment where we like to have all of our listeners email in to George Takei and ask him a homosexual house cleaning related question. I don't know.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Well, no, I'd rather ask the homosexual lifestyle related questions that the segment was actually created for.
Yes.
I think George would rather answer those too. What the hell's house cleaning got to do with it? Anyway, whatever. We got all that and so much more. When we come back, we've even got some more stories too. Yeah, we got actual news. Not even kidding. Anyway, gang, hold on to your butts. Here comes a little cocaine. Take a ride, cocaine. If you wanna get down on the ground, cocaine.
I wasn't expecting that reaction.
She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. Cocaine. If you got bad blues, you wanna kick them blues, cocaine. When your day is done and you wanna run, cocaine. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie, cocaine.
That was a mistake on my part.
Come on, crank it, Gilbert. Yeah. Come on, George, lay it down. Yeah. And you wanna ride on cocaine. Don't forget this fact, you can't get it back. Cocaine. Shit don't lie, shit don't lie, shit don't lie. Cocaine. Shit don't lie, shit don't lie, shit don't lie. Cocaine. Oh yeah, Louis.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
That's right, brother. Let's do it, babies. We going down in the cocaine pile of All right, now apparently we've made an error. We're going to go for a commercial.
Yes.
Apparently we can't. We have more work to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently it's only 10 to 11.
Yes.
So we got to do something for 10 minutes. Yeah. You know, and I was just thinking earlier today,
Yes.
you know, I was listening to Glenn Woods and the boldrepublic.com.
Yes.
Once again, folks, just a reminder, if you want to, well, have some fun listening to the news and not sing it to Eric Clapton. Why don't you get on over and listen up to Glenn Woods and the Bold Republic every single stinking day, 3 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern, I believe 1 p.m. Gillette, Wyoming time. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. every single day of the week. He's in his little room.
Yes.
He has a rubber chicken now. Well, no, it's good. I really think they should call him Gobbles.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe General Gobbles. See what I did there? A little Nazi humor too. Yes, his rubber chicken. Oh, geez. No, he didn't. I didn't hear it on the show today. I was listening to his show today as I was about to tell you the story about that. And I was listening to the show, and no, I don't believe they've named it yet. Maybe there's still time for General Goebbels. Sorry, I used his real name there.
Yes.
There might be time still for General Gobbles. Might be sometime. Mm-hmm. But,
you love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
I sure do. Yeah. But anyway, I'm listening to his show today.
Yes.
and it kind of dawns on me.
Yes.
There's no way we could work in his format.
Yes.
Because he's there like when they start the show.
Yes.
He goes for like 6 minutes.
Yes.
And then there's a break.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then he comes back.
Yes.
And he talks for, I think he gets in like a whole 11 minutes.
Yes.
And then they're gone for a break. And then that breaks like about 12 minutes. Yeah. and then they're back.
Yes.
But it's only for like 4 minutes. And then, and then it's commercials right back up to the top of the next hour.
Yes.
So, I guess here at ACLA,
yes.
We kind of have it easy where we only have to go for a break once an hour. Yeah. So I guess in the spirit of HTLA and true American freedom. I guess we could, yeah, okay. All right, fine. Let's do that, Biff. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We've got to add anyway to our Pink Floyd repertoire. So I know, Gilbert, you've got the sheet music for this one.
Yes.
George, I know, already knows this one. He used to sing it all the time.
Yes.
And I know, well, Christ, Louis can drum anything. So without any further ado, let's do it. We'll do Pink Floyd, Mother.
Yes.
We'll try that one, and you got to remember, folks, we haven't rehearsed this before.
Yes.
No, this is all what you hear is what you get. So we're going to do this, and then we will go for a commercial break. We'll be gone for 2 minutes.
Yes.
And then we'll be right back at it, entertaining your ass off. Yeah, and we don't just do it local, kids. We're doing it in Australia.
Yes.
So there you go. So yeah, let's there we go. No. 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 Let's take that from the top.
Yes.
What do you think they'll drop the bomb?
Yeah.
Mother, do you think they'll like this song? Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls?
Yes.
Never should have told you all. Mother, should I run for president? Mother, should I trust the government? Mother, will they put me in the firing line? Is it just a waste of time? Baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna make all of your nightmares come true. Mama's gonna put all of her fears into you. Mama's gonna keep you right here under her wing. She won't let you fly, but she might let you sing. Mama's gonna keep baby cozy and warm. Ooh, babe, 'cause mama's gonna help build you up.
to me.
Mother, will she tell your little boy apart?
Baby, baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna check out all your girlfriends for you. Mama won't let anyone dirty get through. Mama's gonna wait up until you come. Mama will always find out where you've been. Mama's gonna keep baby healthy and clean. Ooh, babe, always baby to me. Never did it need to be so high.
There you go. Who says we can't do Pink Floyd? That's right. Well, hey, gang, we're going to go for that second commercial break. Don't you worry. When we come back, of course, we do have Mailbag with George Takei coming up. Whole bunch more good, fun stuff that you just cannot get anywhere else without a prescription. You just can't. Yeah, you just can't.
Break for a commercial.
Do it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going for that commercial. Don't you worry, gang. Go get yourself refills, whatever you're doing, whatever you're drinking, smoking, snorting, inhaling, whatever. We'll be back into.
You're listening to Coffee and Cigarettes with Christopher John Taylor, a.k.a. Crash. Jesus. Only Crash. Jesus. Crash? Jesus? Crash. Jesus. Only on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
Good morning. Welcome to Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where fresh always tastes better. What can I make you this morning?
How about our new flatbread breakfast paninis? Made fresh, just for you, with your favorite breakfast ingredients on maple or multigrain flatbread, then grilled to hot, melted perfection. Just $2.99. Who couldn't warm up to that?
Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where quality really does meet value.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful.
A broom closet.
But the best part was the shower. My wife drying herself in the Egyptian cotton towels.
Shower curtain.
Defined the whole vacation for her.
Don't just visit New York.
Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Let's do a brand new day. Let's step away from the bland and let the color fly. Let's get to the one store with more number one choices and match this or this without using too much of this. Then let's crack open a can and get to it. Paint? No. Let's do POW. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Glidden Duo starts at a new lower price of $25.46 a gallon.
Batten down your glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
What's with the helmet?
Oh, well, I got a life coach.
What's that like?
Wake up! Take the stairs. Say hello.
Hello.
Not him, her.
Hello.
No.
You don't need a life coach. Subway makes better choices easy, like the low-fat, sweet onion chicken teriyaki. All white meat, crisp veggies, freshly baked bread. Under 400 calories. Subway. Eat fresh.
Come on, use your head.
Welcome to the Church of Global Warming.
Sorry, I just came in to get out of the cold. You don't mind, do you?
Well, the cold outside is due to global warming.
Wait, wasn't this the same church that said that this part of the world was going to be a sandy desert by now?
Global warming works in mysterious ways.
Right, kind of like God works in mysterious ways.
Hey, careful how you talk about the Obama.
I think I'll just wait outside and suffer in the driving blizzard. Besides, it's freezing cold in here.
That's because global warming froze over the wind turbine blades in the clouds, and snow and ice cover the solar panels, you idiot!
You're listening to Coffee
They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
and Cigarettes.
Share my cigarette with fire. Yeah, I fucked her every Wednesday evening.
With Christopher John Taylor, a.k.a. Crash Jesus. Only on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions, so they've got to find those extra cups to fill. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil.
I don't know. I read somewhere or I've been hearing that you were trapped in an elevator with a gorilla.
Oh, my. Well, you've asked me about this story before.
Yes.
And I have, more than my share of time stated what happened.
Yes.
It was a gorilla. It was the, it was the 52nd floor. We picked it up.
Yes.
And the 48th floor, we dropped it off 4 hours later. Yeah, I got stuck right between 48 and 49.
Yes.
And, it was the worst 3 3/4 hours of my life. Kind of like this show. Yeah.
Mr. T would be proud of you.
Well, Louis, as he should, because, of course, I had to be a real man in that elevator.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would have loved the guy. Never drank, never smoked, did drugs, nothing. He had only one obsession, and that was the women.
He just pitied the fool, and yeah.
And you think that you were clever with women? He wouldn't stand a candle with this guy.
No.
Or Muhammad Ali was another one with women. I did 2 films with him.
Yeah.
We were doing a big boxing movie with 200 or 300 people in the stand, and he walked in and had beside him stood his macho honcho, and those were all the Muslims nowadays. They had those little thin ties and suits.
Yeah.
And he would point at the female. And he went and got him and gave him a note, and every 20 or 30 minutes they would go into his dressing room. But they were only talking about negotiations, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah, it's all about the business, yeah.
It's all about the business.
Well, hey, gang, welcome back to the big show. HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk, bringing it to you tonight. Your coffee and cigarettes with Crash. That's right. Not with George, not Louis.
Yes.
Definitely not Gilbert.
Yes.
No, folks. No, clearly the headliner is moi.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm really impressed.
Yes.
I did a pretty damn good mother. Yeah. Yeah, Biff is even giving me thumbs up. So,
Yes.
When a black man gives you thumbs up for singing Pink Floyd, that's got to mean he doesn't know what he's talking about. Right. I know you enjoyed yourself, Gilbert.
Yes.
Yeah, you were just wailing away on the guitar there. What would you think of it for our first time out on that there?
Well, it's not awful, but just not good.
Oh. Okay.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Yeah, just wing it. Just effing go.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the big show, of course. Tonight, your coffee and cigarettes brought to you by Tim Hortons, New York City, with their 5 locations across the city to serve all of your coffee and baked goods needs except sausage rolls. Yeah. And, of course, Daniel Illis in Australia there, of course, he was, oddly enough, just enjoying some fine sausage rolls as I spoke about that. Yeah. Yeah, no, true story was. And, well, Australia is a lot like Canada in a lot of ways. No, they are, you idiots. Shut up. No, they absolutely are. And, well, I mean, it's the same kind of thing, you know, Canada, you know, well, there was the settlers.
Yes.
Right. And then, of course, there was the settlers to Australia.
Yes.
And the settlers in Canada, you know, started to build the country.
Yes.
And the settlers in Australia were serving 20 to life. You know, that must have been a pretty cool feeling.
Yes.
You know, getting pulled out of a British prison somewhere.
Yes.
Thrown on a ship for 3 months.
Yes.
And you finally get to this place. You land,
yes.
and you're thinking, okay, well, it's just an island or something. You know, who'd have thunk? I mean, they didn't have satellite imagery. All right, mates, we're just going to leave you here. Have a nice day.
Yes.
And all the inmates are like, yeah, bloody right. Party time, mates.
Yeah.
Leaves me with one lingering question, though, that I don't understand.
Yes.
I never have understood about Australia.
Yes.
They were prisoners, of course, that colonized Australia.
Yes.
You know, everybody knows this. It's not like rocket science or anything. But think about this for a minute.
Yes.
Now, you're on a prison ship with a bunch of prisoners.
Yes.
You go to Australia.
Yes.
The Brits dump you off and leave. All right. So there you are. You're all playing Survivor.
Yes.
And then, of course, you start to build your country up.
Yes.
And then you find one day, kicking through the woods looking for firewood.
Yeah.
Crikey, what's that? It's a black guy. Yeah, no, that's not just any black guy, mate.
Yes.
Now, I've heard stories about them. They're the Aborigines. Yeah, right. At night when we're sleeping.
Yes.
What they like to do is astral travel. Oh, yeah. They don't even have to come down from the rock. They just stay up there and they astral travel down to our settlement.
Yes.
So that's all fine.
Yes.
So they meet the Aborigines and, I don't know, somehow figure something out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I don't get.
Yes.
How did they procreate? Well, no. When did the Brits do this? Like 1679, I think.
Yes.
Back then, they didn't have women's prisons. So how do you get these amazing hard-body blonde girls they have in Australia today?
Yes.
Did like the criminals just like, I don't know, like gang rape tourists? I mean, how did that happen?
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Well, that's what I did in Victoria. Yeah, sure. But no, but I mean, how did that happen?
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, seriously, did they ride Aborigines for a couple of 100 years until like pretty white tourist came?
Yes.
I don't get this. It's like one of the. Actually, Biff, this reminds me of Realm of Mystery. Yeah. No, it really does. But anyway, gang, welcome back to the show. Of course, your Coffee and Cigarettes Friday Frapstravaganza. That's right. And I'm going to credit Australia with that word. Yeah. Because nobody in their right mind in North America would come up with Frapstravaganza. That's old Cuba Petey, mate. So anyway, yes, Daniel, thank you for your contribution.
Yeah.
There you go. And if you have a clue how you got hot white women, let me know. I don't know how you did that. But anyway, welcome back to the show. Of course, this is our third and final segment of Coffee and Cigarettes tonight, brought to you by Tim Hortons, New York City, with their many fine locations in the city to serve the coffee and baked goods needs. And oh my, they do it so well.
Yeah.
Daniel says Captain Cook was gay. Mm-hmm. He says Ned and Joni's hammers will cheer you up.
Yeah.
That's true. Bet you can't sing What Does the Fox Say by Ylvis. Probably not, but I'll give it a shot later. Yeah. Anyway, folks, welcome back. If you're listening on the internet, we're sorry.
Yes.
No, it's probably nobody's been complaining tonight.
Yes.
Google Plusers all seem happy.
Yes.
The Spreaker people strangely seem happy. You know. So okay, yeah, maybe Marco's I don't know, standing with an antenna and foil wrapped around his body in just the right position tonight.
Yes.
I don't know, but whatever it is, Marco, keep it the hell up and don't move. And for all you folks in and around the New York area, of course, yeah, go on down to your local Tim Hortons around here and petition them for sausage rolls. Yeah, trust me, you're going to want to.
Yes.
Yep. Telling you. Anyway, moving on tonight, it is come time for that special segment, that one that, well, oddly enough, is still on the show.
Yeah.
But we had to change, the whole damn thing. So now you can, you get the opportunity to write in and ask George Takei about homosexual house cleaning. Yeah, why would you want to know anything about the homosexual lifestyle otherwise, right? Yeah. Right. So I guess without any further ado, Biff, let's roll it and give me the meal.
You want to know what it's like to be gay? Well, it's the mailbag with George Takei.
Damn. Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Tonight's email comes to us from Earl Clinton Williams Jr.
Yes.
Yes, he's a black man. Dear Crash, love the show. Love the show. Listen to it all the time. Especially love your Black Lives Matter segment. He says, me and my wife, we've been together 14 years now. And
Yes.
He says, well, she's really having some problems in the house cleaning area. He says, before we got married, we lived together for a good 9 months.
Yes.
He says everything was fine then, but he says as soon as we got married, we went off on our honeymoon for 3 weeks.
Yes.
I thought we'd splurge, and I took her to the Caribbean for a beautiful 3-week Rasta getaway.
Yes.
Well, he says, when we got home, well, things changed for the worse. Somehow, in the 3 weeks that we were gone on our vacation,
Yes.
he said she went from being a fairly good house cleaner to, well, something of a hoarder. He says, nowadays, I can't even get into over half my house.
Yes.
And he says, the other half is filled up with boxes. I don't have a garage anymore.
Yes.
And I'm really perplexed at what I should do. some friends of mine mentioned that I should probably look into getting her some sort of hobby.
Yes.
But I don't know what she's interested in. Really, it's only been 14 years. Anyway, he says, enough about that. He says, one thing that she really absolutely hates and will not do is, of course, dishes. Says, I've tried and tried. She will not do it. He says, at one point, I became so frustrated about 3 years into our marriage.
Yes.
He said, I actually stood behind her at the sink and immersed her hands in the soapy water from behind. He said that didn't teach her anything. We just had some really good sex at the sink. Long story short, he says, George, I read your blog post recently where you said in order to be the man in the relationship, you have to be the man. And he says, I want to take your advice about just effing her up the ass. But my question for you today, George, is it safe to F her up the ass while she tries to do dishes? And indeed, George, if you could also tell me when the best time of day to do the dishes is. Well, I can help you with the first part of that question, of course.
Yes.
Yes, Earl Clinton Williams Jr.
Yeah.
You can rest easy tonight, sir, knowing full well that it is completely safe to be behind your wife there when she's trying to do the dishes, effing her in the ass.
Yes.
Sometimes people have been known to break a dish or two.
Yes.
But, you know, if you've got her bent over right and you're driving her as hard as you should be. Now, don't you worry, my man. That dish is just going to smash in the sink where it's safe. And George, as for his second part of the question, he wants to know when is the best time of the day to do those dishes every day?
Every morning.
Thank you, sir.
You want to know what it's like to be gay? Well, it's the mailbag with George Takei.
Damn.
Yeah.
I always like to have a cigarette after dishes and sex. There you go. And just a reminder, folks, if you have a homosexual housework related question.
Yes.
Of course, you want to get that in front of George for him to answer. You can. Of course, email is studio2.
Yes.
That is the number 2.
Yes.
At HTLA Radio 1. No, New York. No.
Yeah.
No, Studio 2.
Yes.
At New York's Best Talk.
Yeah.
Although you'd never know it listening to me. Yes, at newyorksbesttalk.com.
Yeah.
So fire off that email. Make sure you put in the subject header, of course, mailbag with George Takei. That's MALE.
Yeah.
And whatever your question is for George, just put that down in your email and fire it off to us at HTLA here, and we'll get right on it for you.
Yes.
Yes. Now, before we move on to anything important, it is time. Yes, it is time. Now we're gonna do this again because, well, I really like it. No, I do. It's of course our homage to Joni, the porn actress. Now, for those of you who don't know, of course, Joni, she was recently honored at the Adult Video Awards for an amazing feat that she pulled off in front of the live studio audience and indeed on television.
Yes.
She took not only 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5 men and had sex with them right there on the stage, all 5 of them getting off at once. Right? So we've taken the liberty of doing a little song for her with the help of the Wiggles, you know. Well, you know, it just kind of reminded me when I was watching Joni go for it on TV there.
Yes.
I was seeing a lot of Wiggles, so... God, everybody was wiggling on there. So the Wiggles and us, we came together and made this lovely little tune that we love to play for you. And, well, I guess without any further ado, here it is. It's our salute to Joni, and she takes 5 hammers. Yeah.
Joni works with one hammer, one hammer, one hammer. Joni works with one hammer, then she works with 2. Joni works with 2 hammers, 2 hammers, 2 hammers. Joni works with 2 hammers, then she works with 3. Joni works with 3 hammers, 3 hammers, 3 hammers. Joni works with 3 hammers, then she works with 4. Joni works with 4 hammers, 4 hammers, 4 hammers. Joni works with 4 hammers, then she works with 5. Joni works with 5 hammers, 5 hammers, 5 hammers. Joni works with 5 hammers. Joni is a slut.
Yes, it's our little bit at HTLA to say hats off and salute to Joni. Well, one of our listeners, of course, Daniel Illis, again, yes, Australia, getting into all kinds of trouble. Well, he thought it would be a good idea if Glenn Woods from the Bold Republic were to sing along with us.
Yes.
So yesterday, in the well, being the consummate professional he is, he asked for the Joni Hammer track, and we sent it to him, and he did his magic. Yes, he did his magic, and he sent it back to us, and now we proudly present the Bold Republic version.
So what the hell's she doing with that? Oh, dear God. So what is that, like a sledge? It's too big to be like a ball peen or something like that.
Joni works with one hammer, one hammer, one hammer. Joni works with one hammer, then she works with 2. Joni works
the kids are in bed, right?
Hammers, 2 hammers. Joni works with 2 hammers, then she works with 3.
Well, she's got a rhythm now.
Joni works with 3 hammers, 3 hammers, 3 hammers.
You can't
Joni works
put
with 3
that
hammers, then she works
there.
with 4. Joni works with 4 hammers, 4 hammers. Joni works
Move
with 4
that, will ya?
hammers, then she works with 5. Joni works with 5 hammers, 5 hammers, 5
Why?
hammers. Joni works
And to
with
keep them
5
all in
hammers,
rhythm like that. I gotta call the guys, get them over here. Oh, they have got to see this.
And I kind of figured today we'd actually get the recording from Glenn, you know, what happened when the guys actually came over. But, you know, he's busy. He's in the midst of renaming his chicken.
Yes.
So, you know, maybe next week we'll get to part 2 of the Joni Hammer Gillette saga. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see where things go.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, so does Glenn, apparently. Yeah. All righty. So moving on tonight, gang. Let's see. What are we doing now? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, do you remember a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month?
Yes.
Something like that. We brought you the story about that Royal Caribbean cruise ship in the, the storm.
Yes.
Yeah, remember that? Well, remember what I said when I saw those pictures and said there was structural damage?
Yes.
And, you know, that they just patched up and, you know, left, I think, New York Harbor like 4 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that damage was just about as bad as I called it because, yes, in the story tonight, Wilmington, Delaware, a passenger who was aboard that Royal Caribbean cruise ship when it was battered during that major coastal storm earlier this month, of course, has now filed a federal lawsuit against the cruise line. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, in the lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in Miami last week, Bruce J. Simpson of Delaware accuses Royal Caribbean of allowing the Anthem of the Seas cruise ship to sail, even though the crew and the captain were aware of a major storm brewing off the Atlantic coast. Oh, no.
Yes.
Royal Caribbean knew or should have known that the storm was approaching when it chose to set sail, the lawsuit says. Despite the knowledge, Royal Caribbean proceeded into the storm, putting profits ahead of the safety of its passengers. The ordeal drew widespread public attention after some passengers shared details on social media as the harrowing trip unfolded. It began on February 6th when 4,500 passengers, including Simpson and his husband, really? Yes, his husband boarded the cruise ship in New Jersey for a 7-day cruise to Florida and the Bahamas. At the time, multiple weather forecasters and meteorologists warned, including, I believe, Dick Gently. Yeah. They warned of a storm with hurricane potential and that, yes, Godzilla would be in New York to deflect it. But unfortunately, due to timetables, Godzilla was unavailable to help the ship. Well, yes. At the time, multiple weather forecasters and meteorologists, of course, warned of that storm and hurricane potential. On the first day at sea, the captain ordered all passengers to stay in their rooms for safety as the ship headed into the storm, the lawsuit says. The storm progressively worsened, of course, with waves reaching 10 to 30 feet and winds whipping over 100 miles an hour, the lawsuit says. Pictures filed with the lawsuit, of course, showed damage to the ship, including those shots where I said, ooh, structural damage. Well, while confined to their rooms, the captain repeatedly told the passengers on the loudspeakers that the ship was in contact with Royal Caribbean's main office in Miami, as well as the Coast Guard, the lawsuit says. Only later did Simpson discover that the ship was not in contact with the Coast Guard. Instead, the Coast Guard reached out to the Anthem of the Seas after seeing the social media posts of the Anthem of the Seas passengers screaming and freaking out during the storm. Well, Simpson said his husband stayed in the room without life preservers, holding onto the bed and couch and having lots of sex. At one point, Simpson attempted to get up and use the bathroom, but was flung about 18 feet and knocked unconscious by the violent pitching of the ship, the lawsuit said. He said next time he felt the need to go to the bathroom, he just stuck his dick into his husband's ass and went pee. Wow. Well, according to the lawsuit, Simpson suffered a concussion, a sprained and broken wrist, and bruising on his ribs, torso, and left eye. His husband called the cruise ship's 911 line to seek medical attention, but was told to wait till after the storm because it's stormy out. Well, the next morning, Simpson and several other injured passengers visited the onboard physician. The physician was unable to do an x-ray, of course, on Simpson's wrist because the machine was damaged during the storm, the lawsuit says. Later that day, the captain announced to the passengers that the past 24 to 36 hours were the worst sea conditions he had seen in his entire career. Well, kudos for going off and sailing into it. Well, the captain then told the passengers that the ship had detected another storm outside of Jacksonville, Florida, and to avoid the second storm, the Anthem of the Seas would be returning to New Jersey. The cruise ship docked on February 10th. The passengers received a refund and a certificate for half-off future cruises on the Joyous Line. The lawsuit, which alleges that Royal Caribbean's negligence caused him pain and suffering, is seeking damages, interest, court costs, and other relief of the court deems necessary. Even though Simpson lives in Delaware, the lawsuit was filed in Florida because Royal Caribbean's principal place of business is there, and the cruise line tickets require that lawsuits be brought to that court. The lawsuit does not say where Simpson is from in Delaware, and attempts to reach him in his Florida attorney Scott Schlesinger were unsuccessful. Royal Caribbean spokeswoman Cynthia Martinez said that the company doesn't comment on pending litigation and to F off. Yeah. And turning things now to Washington State, because we like trees.
Yes.
4 people plus the suspect are dead in Washington State tonight after the Washington State shooting. A Washington State SWAT team found 4 people dead inside a man's home after he called police to say that he'd fatally shot 4 people. Authorities and news organizations report. The man then shot and killed himself outside the home near Belfair, Washington, in front of deputies, according to King 5 TV. Office of Mason County, Washington Sheriff Casey Salisbury confirmed the deaths. The potential victims included the man's wife, his 2 children, and someone else, King 5 reported.
Yeah.
A teen girl who survived was not seriously hurt and was taken to the hospital for evaluation, according to King. The man called police Friday morning to say he'd shot and killed 2 children, a woman, and another person. But law enforcement had not confirmed Friday afternoon whether the bodies they found inside the man's home corresponded with the people that he said he killed. Well, it's a terrible tragedy, Mason County, Washington Sheriff Casey Salisbury told us. Belfair is west of Seattle, about 68 miles driving away.
Yeah.
So what? That's to let us know it's about an hour out of Seattle? Okay, thanks, King 5.
Yeah.
They never were that good. Well, moving on tonight. Michigan is pursuing some felony charges against lover lawmakers.
Yes.
That's right. Story out of Lansing, Michigan tonight. 2 former state lawmakers caught up in a sex and cover-up scandal will face felony charges, Michigan's Attorney General said today. Former Representatives Todd Courser and Cindy Granat, both Republicans, left the Michigan legislature in September. Courser resigned and House members expelled Granat. Attorney General Bill Chouette obtained warrants in the Ingham County courts for 4 felonies against Courser, lying under oath to the Select Committee in the State House of Representatives. A 15-year felony and 3 counts of misconduct in office connection with asking staffers to send false email, lying to the House Business Office, and asking staffers to forge his signature on proposed legislation. Wow, what a piece.
Yeah.
Well, the 2 felonies against a Gamrat are for misconduct in office, a 5-year felony for asking staffers to sign her name, and lying to the House Business Office. Quote, "We live in a moment when people wonder if government works anymore," Chalut says during a news conference. A wink and a nod rule the day, and is democracy all about insiders and chummy clubs of chosen few? With the filing of charges, we're demonstrating to citizens that no one is above the law, not even those who walk in the halls of power, he said. No one is beyond the reach of the law either. When the House voted to expel Gamrat of Plainwell, Michigan, members also asked the state attorney general and Michigan State Police to investigate. The pair were caught up in a sex scandal, a bizarre cover-up in which Courser of Leeper, Michigan, admitted to sending out an anonymous email which he claimed he was a sexual deviant addicted to porn who paid for sex with men outside of bars in the state capital. Actually, no, I sent that. Idiots.
Yeah.
Well, the email, which was widely distributed around Lansing, was intended to make it appear that Courser and Gamrat were the victims of a smear campaign and to make the news of the affair pale in comparison. No, that wasn't it at all. Well, Courser has said that he was a desperate man, reaching and reacting to text messages that threatened to expose the affair if he didn't leave office. An investigation into those text messages revealed that Gamrat's husband, Joe, was behind the anonymous messages, but the Leeper County prosecutor declined press charges against Joe Gamrat. 2 lawsuits on the matter were pending, filed in Ingham County and federal court by the Lovers' former staffers Keith Allard and Ben Graham. One suit is against the lawmakers, and the other a whistleblower case against the state house. So stay tuned for more of Days of Our Michigan Lives. And in some other news tonight, of course, a Medal of Honor recipient shuns the spotlight. Gee, I wonder why. He's a Navy SEAL, dumbasses. More important question is here, why are you trying to put him in the spotlight?
Yes.
Well, in Washington today, imagine yourself in the most dangerous, dire circumstance, held a hostage, say by the Taliban. You'd want a guy just like Edward Byers looking for you. No nonsense, humble, focused Byers on Monday will receive the military's highest reward, the Medal of Honor, for helping rescue an American doctor in Afghanistan in 2012. We brought you that story a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
No, geez, let's put him in the news. Well, he will shake President Obama's hand and acknowledge the loss of a treasured colleague. Later, Senior Chief Byers, the 6th Navy SEAL to receive the award and the first living one since 1998, will gladly slip back into the shadows and the exquisitely dangerous secret of work that has become his life's calling. As you get older, of course, your body starts to break down a little bit, Byers told us in an interview, of course, at the Pentagon, still fit enough to keep going. No doubt about that. Byers, blue-eyed, baby-faced, and bearing a black silicone wedding band, easy to wear during workouts, intends to keep serving for as long as he can. He talked about what inspired him to enlist in the first place and why he keeps serving and the importance of saying as little about that action as possible. Byers grew up in Ohio, the son of a World War II era sailor. Like father, like son, his dad didn't speak too much about his service either, Byers said. Books and movies about war piqued the young Byers' interest in the military, and in 1990, action movie Navy SEALs, starring Charlie Sheen, pretty much sealed it.
Yes.
Well, as I became more of a teenager, I started to get more into unique missions and secrecy behind the Navy SEALs, Byers said. From that moment on, there was just something inside of me that said, this is what you're going to do in life. He joined the Navy in 1998, became a hospital corpsman and then a SEAL, and has deployed 11 times with 9 combat tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's earned 5 Bronze Stars with Valor and been awarded 2 Purple Hearts. The only mission he'll talk about, and not much at that, is the one that occurred December 8th, 2012. Indeed, not for this conspicuous gallantry, the night of the details of that mission would remain largely secret. His SEAL Team 6, of course, the same elite unit that killed Osama bin Laden, later been tapped to rescue Joseph, an American doctor taken hostage by the Taliban. As he has before every mission, Byers said a prayer to St. Michael, the Archangel. Defend us in battle, it begins. After a 4-hour hike over rugged terrain in the cold night, Byers and his SEAL teammates approached the building where Joseph was being held. The first SEAL through the door was Chief Nicholas Chikake, 28. He was cut down by fire from an AK-47 style weapon. Well, Byers barreled in behind Czech and killed a guard pointing a rifle at him and tackled another man. Byers held a man with one hand while adjusting his night vision goggles after the other. Byers determined, of course, that man wasn't Joseph and killed him. And Byers heard somebody speaking English. He hurled himself across the room on top of Joseph to protect him from bullets whizzing across the room. At nearly the same instant, Byers grabbed the last guard by the throat, pinned him to a wall, where he was shot dead by another Navy SEAL. Okay, now let's go out and piss on them. All in all, 5 Taliban lay dead, and Byers, a trained paramedic, sought in vain to revive Chakok. A helicopter whisked away the Americans. A report by the New York Times on the mission quoted Joseph as saying that one of the Taliban fighters was captured alive and later was found dead. Oops.
Yes.
Byers in the interview said that he had not read Joseph's book and that he didn't intend to. The military's account of the mission is accurate, he said. Also not open for debate, according to Byers, as the bravery of Chakotay and other SEALs, any of whom was prepared to die that night. First off, the loss of Nick Chakotay is a tragedy, Byers said. However, he died a warrior's death, and that night was a success in everyone's mind because we brought back an American hostage, and that was our mission, to rescue a hostage. So the no-fail aspect of that was that we have to bring him back alive, and in doing so, Nick gave his life. I would like to think, he says, that if he was here right now and he was asked to do it over again, he would. That's what we do. That's what we sign up to do. Now let me go. But no, it keeps going on.
Yes.
Byers, who is married and has an 11-year-old daughter, geez, why don't you give those names too? Credited the support of his family, friends, and the tight-knit SEAL community for allowing him to continue serving. He acknowledged the frequent combat tours take a toll and noted that he has been deployed every year his daughter has been alive. What he has more trouble stomaching, though, are the books written by retired Navy SEALs that reveal secrets of their trade. No Easy Day, quote, the first-hand account of the mission that killed Osama bin Laden, was the bestseller in 2012 and has spawned several other books about Navy SEALs. Don't look for a first-person account by Byers of the mission that saved Joseph anytime soon. He says, quote, I've been in the military almost 18 years. I've had a very quiet life. I'm not exactly sure what their motives are and what they're trying to accomplish by writing those books. I've never read their books. I have no plans in the future to write a book or a movie or anything like that. That's not what I believe in. Byers is very confident, he says, that the majority of his secret warrior the majority of his secret warrior brethren all feel the same way. We are currently facing one of the greatest threats to our nation that we've ever seen, Byers said. Anything that you could write about or talk about that would help our enemies when we do combat operations would potentially get any of our service members injured or killed. I just don't think that's the right call. Interviews about the Medal of Honor, he said, are just something I have to do right now. After Monday, Byers will be content to go back to what qualifies him as a very quiet, sneaky man. Turn around. Well, and finally tonight, it's millennial time. That's right. All those do-nothing 16-year-old pieces of shit. That's right. And geez, why are they in the news, you might be asking? If they don't do anything, how can they be in the news? Well, thanks to Uncle Bernie Sanders. The millennials could help sway the election in 10 states. That's right. It's no secret that millennials have an impact on the 2016 presidential race. Just ask Bernie Sanders, sick pig. Yeah. But new analysis of polling data shows where they might impact it the most, compiled by the Tufts University Center of Information and Research on Civic Learning and Engagement. Holy crap!
Yes.
The data compares voter data, state voting laws, issues key to the millennial voting bloc, and 2012 election results to gauge how meaningful the demo will become November, and in which states could help sway the election. Well, the 10 states where millennials could sway the presidential election this year, according to The Circle, in order from most to least important, is number 1, Iowa, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Colorado, Wisconsin, Virginia, Florida, North Carolina, and Nevada. All of those states except Pennsylvania were swing states in the 2012 election. Millennials, defined by the Census Bureau, as those born between 1982 and 2000. Well, see, I thought it was 2000 and up. Well, they're now the largest share of voting age people in the country, according to Bloomberg, so it's no surprise that their votes will matter. Some have already made their voices heard in the 2016 primary elections in Iowa's February 1st contest, of course, where 84% of millennials voted Sanders, and he still lost. Yeah, 27% of Republican millennials voted for Cruz, who won the state by 4%, but he's Canadian. And in the February 9th New Hampshire primary exit polls, 83% of 18 to 29-year-old Democrats voted for Sanders, who ended up winning the primary by 22% margin over Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Yeah. Well, however, though the millennial voice was clear in Nevada's February 20th and 23rd primaries, 82% of the Democratic millennials voted for Sanders. An NBC exit poll says Clinton won the state by about 6%. Likewise, though, the largest percentage of millennials voted Rubio was 37%. Well, Trump trumped a second place by Rubio by 22%. But sheer numbers won't sway the election. The millennials have to participate, and this was where it gets sticky because they don't do anything. If politicians want to take advantage of millennial voting blocks, they must first convince them to come out and vote. And good luck with that.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm dead serious, Gilbert.
Yes.
No, because our next story, provided by our correspondent, of course, Grand Rapids, Michigan, the one that only filled the young. Yeah. Well, this kind of story here is going to trump the last one. That's right, all you politicians. You worry about those millennials. Donald Trump, yes, they're going to come out and vote. Really? Sure they are. See, here's what I'm talking about, folks.
Yes.
Donald Trump's not a tool.
Yes.
He knows the millennial vote doesn't count because he knows what I'm about to tell you in this next story. Headline tonight.
Yes.
Millennials are, quote, too lazy.
Yes.
To eat cereal. I'm not kidding. 40% of younger generation now skipping traditional breakfast because they don't want to do washing up. Yeah, they're skipping breakfast. They're too lazy to clean up. Around 40% are put off because they don't want to wash up after themselves. Many are choosing the convenience of protein bars or skipping breakfast altogether. The trend is affecting the cereal industry, which I am not kidding you, has seen a 30% drop in sales. Millennials are now enjoying cereal or cocktails or ice cream instead. Convenient coffee pod machines and food deliveries are also on the increase. Yeah. See, Trump's not worried. And from this point on,
yes,
I'm going to, every time there's a story that has anything to do with millennials,
yes,
I'm going to say, saggy ass pieces of shit. Almost 40% of millennials are skipping cereal for breakfast because they're just too lazy to clean up afterwards. A new report reveals it's one of the simplest meals of the day, but the mere idea of a little washing up has got many of today's youth feeling or reeling in horror.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Instead, many are choosing the convenience of protein bars or skipping breakfast altogether rather than clean up after themselves, according to a Mintel report in the New York Times today. And millennials, generally defined as those ages 18 to 34, well, their lazy habits are starting to have an effect on the cereal industry, which has reported a 30% drop in sales over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
The staple of every American home for more than 100 years under, good old Crash Jesus traditional American family. Older generations have grown up on cornflakes to start the day right.
Yes.
And then gone on to do things like win the Second World War. But if today's youth do choose cereal, the last place they would be seen eating it is at breakfast. Brands such as Lucky Charms, Frosted Flakes, they're being treated as a more nostalgic snack, according to some experts. Cereal cocktails have been popping up at bars, such as the Bedrock Fizz, a $16 drink infused with Fruity Pebbles. An Eddie restaurant, of course, in New York, with a celebrity, Trisha Yearwood, created a cocktail of Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, milk, and Fireball cinnamon whiskey. Well, they have to embrace that people love the flavor and texture of cereal and the vintage nature, but it's not about breakfast anymore, says Christina Tossi, 34, a New York pastry chef who turns cereal milk into ice cream, telling the Times. Coffee is also following the millennial trend for convenience with the popularity of coffee pods, such as, Nespresso. See what's wrong with these millennials? They can't even do coffee right. I'm not kidding. That's just all kinds of sad. If Americans have to make coffee themselves, the vast majority will choose the ease of ground over freshness of grinding whole beans at home. Not on my watch. While around 1 in 5 restaurant meals among under 35s is delivered, it's not the first time millennials have been accused of laziness. Oh, no. A separate generational study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin back in 2013 revealed that teenagers today are more lazy and materialistic than baby boomers were in their teens, 40 to 50 years prior, due to a culture of narcissism and self-entitlement. Well, the study found that around 25% of teens in the mid-1970s did not plan to work hard as adults by the mid-1980s. That number had grown to 30%, which had already hit 39% by the mid-2000s, and now 98% don't care and don't want to work. Well, that's fine, kids. You have a good time. I'm going to take out a second mortgage on the house, and of course, Kate and I are going to be living the high life till we die, and we're going to leave you all the debt. Anyway, gang, it is that time, is it not? Look at that. Yes, it is, sir. Well, hey, gang, I hope you've enjoyed the Friday Frapstravaganza. I want to thank the one, the only Louis Lawless for being here tonight, sir. It's always a pleasure and a joy.
You love to do that kind of stuff. You always did.
Shine you on, so do it for free on Monday. Yes, sir. Thank you for being here, Louis. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
That was a mistake on my part.
Or not. Yeah. Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
Thank you for being here tonight, sir.
Thank you for listening and support the show for the love of God.
Also, Mr. George Takei, thank you for being here tonight, sir. It was absolutely great having you.
I've enjoyed it thoroughly. It has been a fantastic experience.
Excellent. And also, of course, as always, want to thank all the listeners of HTLA Radio 1, New York's best talk, whether you're in and around the New York area or you're indeed out there in the internet sphere somewhere all around the world, even, yes, Australia. Yeah. I want to thank you all for listening to us tonight. Have yourselves an absolutely stellar rest of the night tonight. A great weekend, and we'll catch you here Monday for the Monday Mocha, 9 p.m. Eastern. Have a good one.